So today we have with us Mr. Dhruv Bhavsar, chef and the founder of the Honey Tales. Welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to you.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, my first question for you is, can you give a brief background about yourself and the Honey Tales?
I started my journey from IHM Goa. I had my passion for cooking, and I had an idea in my mind that I would like to own a restaurant, run a restaurant. So that time I was in school. I did flunk in my 12th standard. I was about to do engineering, and yeah, that fine day when I failed in my 12th, my father asked me, "What do you want to do in your life?" So I said, "I'll do engineering and go into this kind of business." So then he only suggested me that why not then do hotel management or any course which is related to this if you really want to do related to restaurant or hospitality. So then I joined IHM Goa. I did my culinary from there, and I developed immense interest in cooking. That was much in baking and continental. So then after passing out, I was working with a company called Olive Bar and Kitchen in Delhi. I worked there for a while, and then I came back to Vadodara. I wanted to give Vadodara a fine different level of food, or say something which is exceptional from the city, which the people had never had. So I started with the honey tail, and my idea behind honey tail was making everything in house, say the breads, burger buns, dips, sauces. So there's no match in the taste and quality. And also, the idea behind the name honey tail is honey tail means a sweet story. So whosoever came to this place was in a very different atmosphere and had a very different time. So I wanted not just that a person comes, enjoys the food, but also overall he has a good experience. So this is the thing behind it. I also did few cooking competitions which I had participated. I won. Then I also judged for a few cooking competitions, and I was also lately doing few TV shows. So right now I'm running with this.
Wonderful, sir. Um,
Thank you.
so, sir, my next question for you is, would you like to tell us about your journey as a chef to starting your restaurant brand, and who was your inspiration when you just started and now as well?
Okay. So when I started my journey, there were many international chefs who inspired me into this field. The one I would say, he is an Italian skinny chef named Massimo Bottura, who's a 3 Michelin chef. So such kind of people, they do inspire and make a great difference in your life. So it is all upon you that what do you want in life, and how can you make a difference for yourself.
Absolutely, sir.
And there were few more like Marco Pierre White, Gordon Ramsay, but Massimo was my true inspiration, as he developed such recipes which were like very simple, yet it was out of the box and much creative.
So, sir, my next question is, currently there are a lot of micro brands of restaurants and cafes. So, what do you do to sustain in the market and stand out?
Yeah, looking at today's scenario, currently we are located in Vadodara. As you see, there are a lot many cafes, restaurants coming up day by day. And looking at the size of the city, it's a tough business sustaining that too after the COVID situation. But for that, what we do is we do focus on our quality food, never compromise on the food with anything. And if you make good food, so it's like a word of mouth publicity. One likes it, then he or she would tell another person, and when they love it, you don't need to do much. But yeah, just that your consistency of making and serving should be not compromised. And also right kind of marketing, a bit right kind of marketing for social media is needed.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, my next question for you is, what are your thoughts about future generation choosing it as a career? Do you think there is enough scope? And also, were there any challenges that you faced while pursuing being a chef as a career, and how did you manage to handle them?
Um, Telling about the future scope for the young generation, I would say there are scope in this field, but looking at the scenario, slowly the industry is changing, and I would say in coming 5 to 10 years, uh, fine dine concept would be maybe gone, and there would be much of proprietary food products, and uh, the whole trend would be different. As now you can see Zomato, Swiggy, and such kind of delivery companies have changed the market overall, and dine-in has affected a lot. But if one's passionate about this, then maybe the trend is gonna change. But uh, the passion which you have for food, you could do it in another form too. As time, things change, and we also need to change. And yeah, there are a lot many challenges you face being a chef, because it's not an easy job to do, though it looks very glamorous, but it takes a lot of hard work, as you need to look after so many things. And it's a very long working, or say the working hours are more than any other field, and the pressure is much higher. Also then you have pressure from your family and friends, as this is a very different profession, not like the mainstream profession, so not everyone understands this. But yeah, once the person does, then um, it does make a big difference, and slowly I guess I feel that it would make a revolution or a change in the city.
Yes.
So there were times that I had worked for like 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day. There are much of such physical hard work needed in it, with also the mental pressure, because you need to serve the guests. You need a smiling face always, whether you have mental problems, problems with family, friends, whatever. But you always need to have a smile and enthusiasm. So it is like when you're working, you forget everything and just enjoy your work. So this field is only for passionate people, not for uh, person who just wants to earn, or just wants to think this is an easy job and I would just make good profit out of it.
So, sir, my next question for you is, you are a chef as well as into fitness, and there is a misconception that healthy food can't be tasty. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I would say before coming into this profession, I had not much clue about the food, that it could be healthy and tasty at the same time. Also, that uh, I didn't have much knowledge about the food, that what is healthy, what is not. But slowly, as I came into this field, I could realize that there are a lot many things which I have not explored yet, though it is tasty and yet healthy. There are much things like hummus, which is a Middle Eastern dip made with chickpeas, olive oil, garlic, lemon juice. So that's a very nice sauce for your body. So such things, and like few combinations are such that it would make a wholesome meal. You would enjoy it, you would savor the whole meal, and yet be healthy. And you could see the changes in your body, mind, and focus. So there are a lot many things I would say that people should adopt this thing.
So, sir, my last question for you is, would you like to give any advice or message to the viewers watching out there?
Um, my advice or say message would be that if you are a foodie, if you are much interested or passionate about this field, then yes, you can go for it. And looking at the business point of view, it is tough. The road to success is not easy, as it's not straight. It's with lot of curves and lot of say bumps. But the thing is, you never give up. That makes a difference. One fine day you would be there, because you start your journey alone, and then when you reach the goal, you won't be alone. And I feel that there is a lot more to come in this city regarding food, because since years I feel that the food industry is lacking behind in Gujarat, and people like me and more other passionate chefs, they need to come up and bring a revolution in food industry and change the culture.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to our show, and I hope that it would be very helpful for the young generation. Those who are interested in choosing being a chef as a career, it would be very helpful for them. So, thank you so much for coming to our show and guiding them.
Thank you, Adarsh. It was a pleasure being on your show and sharing my ideas and views. I hope that does make a great difference. Um, yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir.